Hello, 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 hello. Shake up me fucking tea. Because you know. Couple contests I'm gonna enter. One's a little late. One's not really late. This first one I want to talk about is Mr. Bearded Red Viking, better known as Simon, reached his 125 subscriber mark, and he put out a contest that revolves around the numbers 1, 2, and 5. So I'm going to do that. And I'm just writing something that I forgot to write down in my notes here. Okay. 3 questions. Video. Be a subscriber. All that shit. So basically, the first question is band or artist that you love that may surprise people. Question number 2 is 2 bands or artists that you hate that you would be expected to like. Just based on your interests and so on. And number 3 is 5 albums from the last 5 years that you love. Okay, let's get into that, shall we? So, band or artists that you love that people would be sort of surprised to hear because you don't usually talk about them on your channel. I kind of struggle with that because I've talked about a lot of these bands before. I mentioned the Rolling Stones, but I don't talk about them enough. I guess the only time I really talked about them was sort of like when I started. So I'm gonna pick mostly this one band that I recently got the cassette of, and I showed it a little bit ago. And that is Spin Doctors. Now, I've liked these guys for a long fucking time now. And the reason being is because they were one of the first rock bands that had sort of helped me get over my my fears of girls, you see. So that was kind of like a major thing for me. That's number 1. No real big explanation. Although some of you are probably going, ooh, fuck off. Question number 2. 2 bands or artists that you hate or dislike or whatever, but you are almost expected to like. Number 1, and this is just no order. This is just the first band, Tankard. I love German thrash. I love Sodom. I love Creator, and I love Destruction. Tankard, I don't like. Too many songs about fucking beer or partying. Like, I kind of get because I like AC/DC and all that, but they don't write about beer and or partying. They just write about girls and rock and roll and stuff. It's kind of bland to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's really kind of bland. I just don't get that excited over Tankard. You know what I mean? And number 2, this is probably going to cause a little bit of an issue with some people watching. Hellripper. Massively talented musician, multi instrumentalist. He does quite a lot of fucking shit on his records. I just don't get it, and the reason being is that it's kind of like black and thrash, and I don't fucking like black metal. I really don't. It's just one of those things where everybody goes black metal. Just stop. You're right with that. Right? I'm out. Not a fan of that at all. Not a fan of this sort of really, really over raspy bullshit. I don't get it. I don't like it. Never have, never will. And I've tried, and I don't like it. And now my voice is fucked. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's musically the guy's gifted. He's super fucking talented. But I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't. It's not my thing. Moving on to question number 3, and that is 5 albums from the last 5 years that you love. Two I cannot show. One I have, but I don't know where the fuck I put it. And the second one, I've tried to order it and I can't get it to come in because, I really don't like shopping online. I almost would rather prefer not to. But anywhere I've tried to order it, it takes forever to get in. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about that record. That is Necroceros by Asphyx, that was released on January 1st of 2021. It's basically, this question really is records that you go back to listen to because you love them that much. What the fuck can I say about Asphyx? I didn't even know they released it until halfway through last year when I saw, I think it was like Darcy posted about it, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. I still have Botox Implosion, The Nameless Elite, Yield or Die, what's the other one on there? The title track's pretty disgustingly slow and death doomy. But I tend to go back to that record because it really kicks ass. There's not a bad song on it. The second record that I can't show because, well, I just don't know where the fuck I put it. That's Cannibal Corpse's Violence Unimagined. That was released last year in April, I believe on the 30th? Or the 20th. One of those two. One of those in around there. It's by far one of the best Cannibal records that I've listened to over the last several years. I did a ranking. Of theirs not that long ago, and I could almost go and re-rank that fucking thing. But Violence Unimagined, I had that at number 2, and that's going to stay at number 2. Production, the riffs, the groove, they really, really kicked ass on that record. There's almost not a bad song on there. I would probably recite some of the song titles, but I kind of forget a couple of them. But regardless, it's a great fucking record. So, and of course, this is not really in any sort of particular order. We're going to go with this next one, which is, and Simon actually brought this up, that is Mastodon's Emperor of Sand. Apologies for the reflection there. This come out in a March 31st of 2017. This is an amazing record by probably one of the best bands over the last 10 years. Sultan's Curse. It just fucking, you hear these fucking little chime things going off, and then you hear it's Sultan's Curse. It's basically all about cancer, and how fucked up it is. Tired and lost, no one to trust. Who will, who is left to, feel shit. Hold on one sec. I gotta go back to the lyrics. Yeah, tired and lost, no one to trust. Who is there to give the push? All I have learned, straighten the curve. Let's, like a circle to return. It's amazing. That one track specifically. Of course, there's Jaguar God, Show Yourself, Precious Stones, Roots Remain, Word of the Wise, Clandestiny, Andromeda, Scorpion Breath. This whole fucking record absolutely fucking slays. One of the best bands out there with probably the best way to have 3 vocalists on a record. They all sound fucking amazing. Let's go to band number 4. This should come as to absolutely no fucking surprise. But there's a bit of blah with this. But I still love this record. That is AC/DC's Power Up, that was released on November 13th of 2020 during the height of the fucking Panini. Realize, Rejection, Shot in the Dark, Through the Mist of Time, which still absolutely gets me to this day. I love that song. Kick You When You're Down, Witch's Spell, Demon Fire, which has probably got one of the best fucking intros I've heard from this band in forever. She loves to drive him crazy. With her shingle lips. It's just so killer. While Reputation is good. No Man's Land. So, Systems Down, Money Shot, Code Red. Kinda, yeah. This reminds me a lot of, when I put it on and listen to it from front to back, This really reminds me of Defenders of Faith. You get from right up the first three, second three, and then the other two. So you're looking at like the first 8 are killer, and then the rest is like, it's okay. Now, the final band that I'm going to talk about, without a doubt, is this band here. Released February 24th, 2017. Power Trip's Nightmare Logic. Yeah, fucking, what is there to say about this? Crossover thrash, really thrashy. Dallas thrash. I mean, fuck. Rest in peace, Riley Gale. There's literally not a bad song on this. Soul Sacrifice, Executioner's Tax, Swing of the Axe, which is one of the big tracks that they have. Firing Squad, which absolutely fucking rips. Nightmare Logic, the title track, obviously. Waiting Around to Die, Ruination, If Not Us, then who? Crucifixation, amazing record. Yeah, like I say, not a bad fucking band, not a bad record, not a bad track on that record. Killer. Okay, well, Simon, that's the end of that, pal. I hope you check this out. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. You guys know what it is. I'm going to try to be doing some more of these, but of course it's going to be difficult as I'll be doing band stuff and all that shit. So, anywho, we'll see you later.